back at Walt Disney Studios Paris, in the area that will eventually be Marvel, near Motors Action, Rock and Roller Coaster, Avec Aerosmith, and of course Armageddon, perhaps the worst Disney attraction of all time, which we just saw again.
Definitely the worst.
So I could film it.
Confirmed.
I don't know. Sounds Dangerous is still in the conversation. Sounds Dangerous, pretty bad. So fun story about this place. This is the what does it translate to? Cafe of Stuntmen?
Stuntman Cafe.
Yeah. So it's a diner, a little diner. It's a real little diner, though. It apparently came from New Jersey. And they bought it when they were building this park and moved it here. And it's here, and it's a real New Jersey diner.
This is absolutely a hidden gem of Disneyland Paris. You never hear people talk about this.
No, and it's one of the few little charming things in this park. I mean, this park doesn't have a lot of charm. But I think this does, and it even operates. We ate there. It operates kind of like a real diner. Like I felt like I was back in New York a bit. The way, you know, there was just a small group of people, the cast members that work there.
They were fantastic.
But they like
weren't they?
People who seat you also serve you food and take your order, like,
and make your dessert.
I mean, it's a tiny diner, and it operates like a tiny diner. I kind of hope it survives. I don't know that it will.
Oh,
I mean,
so.
I think it would fit Marvel. I mean, a diner. I mean, there are scenes in Marvel movies in diners, so I don't see why not.
I hope it stays.
Yeah.
It's too special.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Oh, scaffolding.
Yeah, so the back of Tower of Terror here is kind of falling apart. So they've started doing this scaffold so they can go up and fix it.
It's been bad for a while. I believe the contractor did not complete the work to specifications.
No. Well, we're going to see a tram go by. There goes the studio tram. Well, you can see on this lower part there is a net over what could have been exterior that could have fallen off.
Just for safety?
That was temporarily done, and now they're going to go up and fix the really bad spots.
I think this has been a long time coming, this work.
Let's look at the boneyard. Well, I guess it's not really a boneyard. There's just cars, which I guess they say what movie they're from. Con Air.
There's posters, yeah.
I didn't even see those. They're hard to see from the train.
I don't know where those
Con
from
Air?
those movies.
Yeah, Con Air. Man the Guns. Oh, it's Pearl Harbor. It's just like an old school poster for it. Those are just Pearl Harbor, those middle ones. All things that were produced roughly around the time this park was built. 102 Dalmatians is down there. Yeah, all things that were in production near 2002 or just a couple years before. These Dinotopia, yeah, I guess so. I think the truck is Armageddon, not Armageddon, Con Air, because it looks a lot like the Con Air car there. The sub is definitely Dinotopia. Dinotopia, for those unaware, was a ABC miniseries event, I think in 2000, somewhere around there. It was a big deal, at least at the time. It was a big miniseries with a lot of CGI. It wasn't typical of the time it was made. Look at all these happy guests leaving the studio train. Oh yeah, you see some here. You can see how bad the wall is too. This isn't theming. This is actually damaged. Because remember, this is the what would have been the California Adventure version, which didn't really show a lot of wear on the outside because it's a really bad version of Tower of Terror, I think. I know people argue with me on that. I never cared for this version, but yeah, none of that's
themed. It's nice to see them doing more work.
Well, I think it's the new management already.
Yeah.
I think Disney taking over is already pretty apparent. And I know for the 25th, they were already kind of starting to do that.
Yeah, they had that program in place.
Project Sparkle. Yeah, so it's turning around for sure, but you can see signs of where it was. which is why I wanted to come. I wanted to see it for myself, just how bad things were before they got good, which they're going to. They're undoubtedly going to. There's the studio tram tour. Going through the same tunnel you're going to go through to Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios. Disney really likes this tunnel. They use it a lot.
That's in California, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you pass that under the on the freeway. So this eventually won't be a thing either. Alien swirling saucers is supposed to go roughly in this area. Yeah, this will be the new entrance to Toy Story Playland.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna change where the entrance is?
Yeah, because they're blowing out the tour. The tram tour is going away.
Okay.
Yeah, the entrance to Toy Story Land, Playland, will change. Yeah, it's expanding outward towards a new Central Avenue. And alien swirling saucers will be in this vicinity by Backlot Tour. Studio Tramp. I'm calling everything by the Florida name. Everything
It's hard not to.
Well, everything here is a slightly different name. And of course, our entrance to Toy Story Land will not compare to the ability to walk under Buzz Lightyear's crotch.
Should we
Which you
do
can
that?
do here.
Do you
Well,
guys...
there's people taking photos at the moment.
Okay, we'll wait.
But once they're done with these photos, we can certainly
Do you want to walk under
the-
Buzz Lightyear's crotch top?
Sure, why don't we? Let's do it.
You want? Oh.
No, we're
Buzz
going.
Lightyear, Star Command. Répondez, Star Command.
Oh my god.
Only on Walk in the Park will you walk under crotches. On no other theme park vlog show will they bring you this content. Welcome to Toy Story Playland, a sign of things to come with Toy Story Land opening at Walt Disney World.
Did you have Connects?
I was not a Connects person. I had some. I think the extent of my Connects collection came from Taco Bell.
Oh,
Taco Bell, I think
I'm sorry.
every once in a while would do like a Connects promotion with toys. You don't like Taco Bell? What's wrong with Taco?
I prefer Pecos Bills. Jumpin' jellyfish.
In fairness, I do eat at Pecos Bills more than I eat at Taco.
Me too. Very, very good.
Here's the Green Army Men parachute drop. Pretty fun ride. Unfortunately, it's
Kind of ugly though,
a
isn't
big
it?
eyesore. Yeah, and it's visible from a lot of
But
the
it was fun.
This is a great marquee, though. Look at this. They call it toy soldiers. I guess Green Army Men doesn't convey to the French. Maybe it's not what they were called. Yeah, more European. I think more traditional Europe, they probably had the metal ones. Like the little metal soldiers, like that are painted. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I just had Connects.
It's a much
and-
older culture than ours.
Another terrible attraction.
This is pretty rough. This is the Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin.
But I like the paw.
Well, this is great. This is supposed to be like that remote. You ever buy one of those, you know, the little dogs that walk? It's like hooked to a wire, and you could push forward or back on the control, and it walks with you.
But he's a slinky. He's not
Yeah,
a
no,
dog.
it's not. No, it's not something that would have come with the Slinky. But
Yeah, I have some issues here. Here's a slinky dog.
Merci de rester assis jusqu'à ce que Zigzag se soit
we, of
complètement
course, will have a roller
immobilisé.
coaster instead
Stay
of
seated until Slinky stops moving.
which resembles, I guess, what an amusement park should call the bobsled.
Merci de vous diriger vers la sortie la
Kind
plus
of goes
proche.
around this.
J'espère vous revoir bientôt.
Walk safely to the nearest
I
station.
have no words for how bad that is.
Yeah, Cedar Point we rode one. The Matterhorn.
The Matterhorn.
It was called the Matterhorn. It's an alpine ride. They go around in a circle, but they create like G-forces from the spinning.
Speaking of Cedar Point, here's another amusement park attraction.
I suppose.
Oh, yay.
This one was fun though.
It was fun, but it's really, really tough.
Well, you're terrified of it.
It's very scary though. This is the scariest ride at Disneyland Paris.
I will say they have the most intense roller coasters I've been on in any Disney park. I think this has airtime, more airtime than anything but Tower of Terror. More airtime than any roller coaster in a Disney park for sure. And then Space Mountain here is pretty intense. I love this queue though. We have to look at the queue. It's a slot car track. So there's two little tracks that slot cars would race on, and it's the whole queue. And it winds around the whole thing. That's my favorite detail in this whole land by far. One more time.
And you get like 90 degrees.
Oh, it's so great. I think it's a little more than 90.
Oh my gosh.
Here's Rex.
Rex! He's the best part of this.
Is he the best part?
He is.
Extreme close up.
Goodbye, see the barrel of monkeys.
Oh, they do say goodbye. Oh, we can hear Rex talking. I really want to show this bench, but there's people on it. But
I can show it, just that.
yeah. If any of you ever had Brio tracks as a kid for little trains, and Thomas the tank engine had Brio sets as well. The wood track that interconnect the benches here are made of it, and I think it's the most wonderful thing.
It's adorable.
This used to be a store, this Barrel of Monkeys. Apparently closed very quickly after the land opened. Kind of the story of Disneyland Paris. There's a Dynaco gas station back there in the queue too, which is kind of cool. I like this because, of course, the track is Hot Wheels track. Not that an RC car would fit on Hot Wheels track, but you know.
It doesn't matter because there's no theme.
They did what they could, I guess.
And here's the other half of the Barrel of Monkeys. Okay, this is the part I like.
Going through the barrel?
This is a cute transition. I'll give them that.
Okay. Well, let's go through the barrel.
Find some more Pixar fun.
Sure. Here we are in Place de Rémy, which of course is home to the Ratatouille attraction, the one that is coming to Epcot at Walt Disney World. We're going to ignore the cones, which are because apparently this fountain can't help but spray everyone with water. The fountain is really cute, though.
And look at the sign.
Oh, it says don't drink. Yeah, kids, don't
Just
drink.
to be clear.
But look at all these great details. We got rats here. We got a rat here. We got a rat holding a bottle, which is spraying water, which is great.
Oh, it's
And then,
champagne.
oh, champagne, yeah. Champagne. I didn't know we had the Continental here. And then Remy's all the way up there. At the top. Let's go over here real quick. Here's Chez Rémy, home of Bistro Chez Rémy, which is a wonderful sit-down restaurant, which we'll have a review up of, where you shrink down to the size of a rat and dine in Remy's restaurant. It was really wonderful. Super well-themed, great food, a lot of fun. I wish we were getting that as part of this attraction. Sadly, we are not. We will be getting a lot of this architecture,
We should
though.
peer in the window.
So it'll be a
Let's
great.
go peer in the window.
I don't want to bother people eating. If you can find a spot where I won't bother people, I'll go over there. That's your mission. You sent her off while we look at the entrance. Cool thing about this, there's nobody in there. We'll go look. Well, here's the attraction entrance. They have a single rider line here, which is always really short, and you should just do that. Even if you want to sit with your family, I suggest just not sitting with your
Even if you have a
family.
fast pass,
Here you go. Can't really see it, but yeah, you get the idea. And the fast pass for Ratatouille. I'll show you guys something cool in the lampposts over here. At night, when these light up, you get the silhouettes of rats sleeping in the lampposts. There you go. All right, well, I think we're going to skip Toon Studio. There's not a whole lot there with Crush's Coaster closed, but it was our short little tour of Walt Disney Studios Paris, and next time we will take a journey to Disneyland Park.